You're welcome to Remit Trade Academy. My name is Paradise and I will be bringing you this cryptocurrency video. In today's video, I'm going to look at BTC price and also Ethereum price analysis, what I'm looking out for in the next few days, and how are we going to place trades if certain points breaks in the BTC and Ethereum price right here in this very particular analysis. So watch the video to the end. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please help subscribe to this channel, Remit Trade. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell and leave a like for this very particular video. There are other videos on the channel that will help your trading methods. You can check that out right here on this very channel. So let's dive right into what we have for today. So right here we see BTC approaching the all-time high right here. This is very huge, guys, and we also see this resistance playing out just as we analyze on this very channel as well. So we see this very price right here resisting this very area, and what are you looking at right now on this very price? And I am going to show you what I am looking at right on this very price in BTC USD chart on Binance. I draw a very nice Fibonacci extension right here on this very market, and I said I am looking at Bitcoin going to $68K first before we can see a very nice retracement into the market. But right now we are seeing the market almost hitting the first target right here. It will not be fine if we see market retrace back down around this area and not creating another new all-time high that is higher than this very previous high right here. So what I'm expecting is the market to create another new high above this very particular level. This is where the market is right now. So this resistance playing out at this very point as well, this resistance, and the market have just few days for it to hit another new all-time high right here. And we have seen the market move right up right from this very area. I was talking about this Bitcoin price going up and then minimal retracement coming into the market as well, and then we are seeing the market riding and playing out just as analyzed. And then one more thing on this very particular analysis is, if you go to the 4-hour chart right here, if you have a very beautiful trend line right here, guys, so you have to look at this very trend line as well. You see the market move from this very area right up, so you should be looking at this very trend line. Is very important. And then if you draw it in the form of a channel, you see the market has been going right up in this very formation. So if you look at it very well, market has been doing great. Okay, guys, what I am expecting right here is this. So we first of all have this very all-time high approaching right here on this very level, and then I want to see the market go and break this very particular level. So if you see the market break and create a new all-time high, that will create a more interest in the market for more people to jump in right at this point for a more buy at this very particular level, this very area. Now what I am expecting as well is the market to retrace back down. So if the market retraces back down in this very area, then I am going to see this very level as a first support level that will aid the market. So if we see market going down, we have to look out for these very particular levels as well. So the first point in this very case, if we see retracement right down, is this very point, and then the next target should be at this very area. So these are the possible area where we want to see if market retrace back down, but we want to ensure that the trend line right here is broken first. So we want to see the trend line on this very support line is broken before we see the market go right down. Now, except a break on the trend line, don't expect the market to go back right down. We want to see the trend line broken first before we expect market to pause at this very first horizontal level, which is a support level, and then this other support level as well. Rather, I am expecting the market to break out, and then if you see a breakout, market should ride way up and create another new all-time high and possibly get to the $68,000 I've been talking about on this particular channel. I am very much also bullish on Bitcoin, and possibly 70K, $100K is very much possible as a result of institutional investors rushing into the market right now at this very particular point. So this is what you should be expecting on BTC price right now. Right here on ETH USDT chart, we see something very important. If I mark this very area out, this was a very strong resistance level. We see in the future this was a resistance right here, and we see this resistance obeying at this very point as well. So this will not be an exception for us to look at this very point, because it is very important. It has obeyed before in the past, and now it's not an exception. Market is obeying at this very point as well. So what are you looking at on this very Ethereum chart right now? So comment below, what is your price target for Ethereum at this very moment, and what are you looking out for on this very chart? So right here on Ethereum, I am looking at a very important thing, and I'm going to show you that on the 4-hour chart. If I draw a trend line from here right to the upside, from this point right here to up to this very point, and then if I draw that trend line which act as a resistance from this point, we just mark out this very point where we see the market resisting at this very area. So this was a very strong resistance level, resisting the market right now at this very point. But we see the market around this very zone at this very point. So what I want to see in the market in the next few days is a breakout of this very resistance horizontal line right here. So if I see that, then that will give rise to the market going up and creating another new all-time high in ETH price right here. And if you see this, that will give rise to other altcoins to follow suit in the market, and then the altcoins is going to start. And also I am looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart and the Ethereum chart right here to look at when the altcoin is going to pump hard on this very particular Bitcoin bull run. So if you look at it very well, at this very point, it's a very strong support level turned to resistance here, resistance here. So we see resistance at this very point here, and then we see resistance here as well, and then we see resistance turn support on this very area. So if you take this very line and put it here, this was a very key level on this very point. So if we see the market go back down, this is a very first point we see the market will go back up from. So if we see the market come back right down, then before the market should come back right down, we want to see a breakout on this very particular horizontal line, which is the support line right here. So a breakout of this support line going down will give rise to the market to come this area before it will go back up. I am very much bullish on all altcoins right now, even though they are still down. I'm looking at the markets, this very Ethereum price right here break this very particular level, and when that happens, we're going to see the market right back. Then one more thing, guys, so when the market finally break this level, don't forget this very resistance line right here. So if we see a breakout of this very resistance line, that will give us another new momentum in the market to break this very resistance. If we see a breakout of this very resistance line right here, when market finally break this very level, then a breakout of this very level will give us a new momentum into the market for the market to ride far way up right here. So after this break of resistance, there's another resistance you should look out for on this very point. Then when this is broken on this very resistance line, then that will give rise to the market to ride far way up. So that is what I'm expecting, guys, on Ethereum price. I'm still very much bullish on Ethereum as well, in as much as I'm still also very much bullish on BTC. That is that, guys, for today's analysis. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. If you want to enroll for Remit Trade Intensive Cryptocurrency course, check the description in this video and you see our contacts, and contact us immediately. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.